Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Josh with the Get Business Credit YouTube channel. Just going to give everybody a little bit of time to join. So, as always, just stay put for a second and give a few minutes for people to join. I know I keep on setting these live streams at the last minute. I'll get better here soon about planning a day in advance. Been busy recording videos all day long. That's why my voice is a little bit hoarse. So I already have 12 people here joining in. You guys, welcome to the Get Business Credit YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Go ahead and start asking the questions, any questions you may have. I just released a couple videos today. Hey, Darnell, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Let's just give a few more minutes for people to join in here. Just wait here. You guys go ahead and start asking any questions while we're waiting. The topics we're going to cover today is I'll also do what I did last time because you guys seem to enjoy it. Do the Creditsafe credit pulls, and going to cover about my upcoming new membership launch for personal and business credit coaching and teaching, more advanced. Hey, David Hahn, how you doing? Not too far from me, DeKalb, Illinois. I'm actually just west of Columbus, Ohio. Alpha Snow Graves. Sorry, like I said, I'm bad with pronunciation. Good evening, Alpha Graves. That's what I'm just going to call you. I'm sorry. How is Sprout? David said. Sprout as in what? Sounds familiar. You're going to have to remind me about what is Sprout. Just give a few more minutes for people to join in if you're just tuning in to the Get Business Credit YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over, again, Creditsafe and a little bit about personal credit and some freebies I have coming up. So everybody stay tuned. Let's see here. Don't know. Anthony says, will Navy accept the virtual office to open a business account? They should, Darnell, if you follow that video that I just put out. Let's see here. I'm sure you saw that video addresses. If you go through that and pick a good one that's in a location that's like a co-working office space, that should not be a problem. Excuse me. David said, I think they do the same thing as Credit Suite. I honestly can't tell you anything about the Sprout. It sounds familiar, and I think I've seen it before, but I don't trash anybody's, business motos or, how they're running their business at all. But I think it's all those are way overpriced. There's another one called Fund and Grow. Very expensive, and as long as you do your own research, you don't need to spend that type of money. I mean, I'm putting out the same content that they're putting out. I am going to set up a membership step-by-step website that you can join. Of course, it's going to be a monthly membership fee, but it's not going to be anywhere near any of those other business credit membership sites. So you can see here, actually, I just started on the design, and what sets me apart from, I guess, the other ones is a lot of them don't use their real name, or, you know, they're pretty generic. I use my real name. I have nothing to hide. I don't have any negative reviews at all. So I'll be doing a membership academy here soon. It's just going to take a lot of content and time before I'm going to be feeling comfortable to release it to you guys, because I don't want anybody paying for something that's not well put together and well structured. So you guys should definitely go and join the waiting list, though, so you guys will be alerted once I release it. All it asks is if for your name, your email, and what you want help with: personal credit help, building business credit, or you need help with both. You guys can find that out at joshvanhorn.com. I'll put it here. I'm hoping to launch probably in the next 7 to 14 days. I'm hoping to launch it, have all the content and everything together for you guys. There'll be videos, PDF files, data points for every single vendor. Everything will be constantly updated weekly, if not daily. So that will be here soon. Let's see here. Okay, let's get going here with the questions, since we got about 20 people, it looks like. Let's see here. Quandarius LeBlanca. I'm sorry, I'm not good with pronunciations. You look like you're a new subscriber, though, so thank you. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I got so much good information for you guys. Hey, how's it going? Do I absolutely need a virtual office address or a physical address to establish business credit? So you definitely need an address to establish business credit. Some people use their personal home address, just if you feel comfortable about that or not, using that or not. And sometimes when you get into the upper tier 1, net 30 vendors, and the tier 2s, if it's apartment or a house, the credit departments of Citibank or even Uline, they're going to know that's a house or apartment, so chances are they may not extend any credit to you. So it's best to either get a co-working office space where you pay a couple $100 or $100 a month, or get a virtual address. I just put out a video on how to get a virtual address that is very affordable and step-by-step directions on how to find a good one near you that is inside of a actual office building. Some with it being like a UPS store or a FedEx ship center. So you definitely want to check out my videos, and you'll see the one that says virtual business address. I put 2 of them out, but just released one yesterday. So that's the one you want to check out, because I did a step-by-step walkthrough on how to find the best virtual business address that is professional looking as can be, I guess, with when you're on a budget, because everybody, just starting a business may not have $500 or $1,000 or $2,000 a month for a warehouse or a office space or retail space. So that's what I would advise. And it gets harder to change your address when you start off from scratch building business credit using, say, your home address, and then having to change it later. So you kind of want to, make up your mind in the beginning, what address you're gonna use. So I hope that clarifies your question. David says, I signed up over the summer, but never did anything. Life got busy. Yeah, that happens, especially with David. How much were they charging, if you don't mind me asking? Was it a one-time fee or a monthly reoccurring fee? And was it just like a membership where you log in and it goes through step by step what to do? Definitely let us know. It's good to exchange information so the whole community can benefit from your feedback. Facebook user, I don't know your name because you did not allow the Streamyard permissions. But anyways, I'll just call you Facebook user. Says, I have Navy and Opus, no problem. Yeah, some of them are fine. You can see my, like I said, virtual office address YouTube video that I put out yesterday. It's through Anytime Mailbox. And I actually show you, like I said, how to find the best ones at the lowest rates. But yeah, I mean, it just depends your virtual office or address location. Just stay away from any of those shipping centers like the mailbox, etc., Pack Mail, Postnet. Stay away from any of those UPS stores. Those are red flags. David said, yeah, but it is. I didn't do the research first. Now I'm on the up and up. That's good. I mean, we all get that way. We always, here and there, we all get, I don't want to say lazy, but, keep putting things in the back burner and then keep pushing it, next day and the next day. And the next thing you know, it's 6 months later to a year later. That's why I'm trying to, weave through everything for you guys so you can get right to the point on what you need to do. So that's my website, joshvanhorn.com. It's not done yet. I just set up just the waiting list. There's some fake dummy text still on there, but just the waiting list, you can click on that and join the waiting list so you can be alerted in the next 1 to 2 to 3 weeks when I get the site all together with the content for you guys. Oliver, can you help with getting funding like those two can, i.e. Fund and Grow, Credit Suite? Yeah, Oliver, that's what I'm going to be offering. I'm shooting for next week to have a funding underwriter on next week that will approve with low credit scores for business startups. But that's not guaranteed yet. I'm still working that out. I have to do scheduling and stuff to do the live cast interview, the funding company. But definitely when I get my membership site all completed with the content for you guys, it's going to be probably over 30 to 50 different videos, step by step, tons of PDF files, tons of steps, data points directly coming from each vendor trade line and lines of credit, what you need to do, which ones to stay away from. Like, it's all going to be laid out. That's why I'm not rushing to release it, because I want it to be different than all those other companies that you guys are mentioning. Gorilla MacGyver, missed you the last live cast that went on for almost 5 hours last week. I've been seeing you drop some gems. I've been a little busy, but I'm gonna binge and watch at work tomorrow. Yeah, I figured you were busy because you usually popping in. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm not good at pronunciation. I'll just call you Q. All right, Q. But glad to have you for sure. Let me get through these chats here. Trust me. Glad to have you back. How do I create a business website? There's several different options. What type of website or what type of business do you have? That'd be probably better for me to advise you on based on what your business is. So let me know and I'll get back to you. Facebook user just did some blocks. I don't know. Those are probably emojis or something that's not coming through. Q. Okay, got you. Thanks. I just established an LLC, but used my home, so I'm trying to catch it through LegalZoom. Yeah, a lot of people use LegalZoom. It's really not necessary. I mean, you live and you learn, but LLCs are really easy to form yourself just directly with your Secretary of State. They're not complex really at all. And most of the time they can be filed same day even with your state. But yeah, try to catch it and check out my virtual address, business address video so you have a better understanding on what I was talking about on how to pick your virtual address, your virtual business address, because that'll help. But if it's too late, I mean, you got your home address on there. I mean, all businesses, you're going to want to have a website as well and other online presences if you're going to be trying to get business credit, because some of the credit departments are going to look you up on the internet. So you want everything kind of be matching. David says they'll do either $4,500 or $570 a month for 9 months or so. Wow. Yeah, that sounds like some of the other ones. I'm not going to charge anywhere near those fees. I mean, I do value my time and stuff, and but it's not going to be thousands. I can tell you that. And I'm going to be offering 2 different versions, 3 different versions. One for personal credit, one for business credit, and one for personal and business credit. You guys that are all just tuning in, you guys please smash that thumbs up button, please. I really appreciate it. If you smash that thumbs up, it helps the live video get out to a wider audience. So I'd appreciate that. Yes, Big Ticket says put up the thumbs up and the shares. Yeah, you guys please do that. It really helps my channel grow. I'm putting all this content out and I got so much for you guys coming. Gorilla MacGyver, I got a virtual Addy through Regis and I pay $59 a month. Yeah, Regis is fine. Some of them are getting flagged in certain locations, but yeah, I mean, Regis is fine. Q says, I've been looking hard at Regis. How's their service? They're overpriced for what they offer, in my opinion. Just like Gorilla said, he's paying $59 a month. Basically, for the same thing, you can get address through Anytime Mailbox. I have that video that I just put out yesterday, the link in there, but you can find a nicer or equivalent virtual address, business address for half that price, $20 to $30 a month. That's in an actual co-working space. I'm not knocking Regis. It's just Google is getting starting to get used to the Regis location. So if you create a business location, say on Yelp, and Google My Business, Google local listing, sometimes they get flagged and immediately suspended. So because there's literally thousands of people using the same exact address, so take that for what it's worth. Let's see here. Really, where I'm at in Jersey, it's been fine. Yeah, I mean, it's probably some of the more saturated locations, like the city locations, like say Los Angeles, San Diego, Dallas, Miami, maybe Atlanta, ones like that are major cities. A lot of people are using the same ones over and over, and those are getting kind of red flagged. Oliver, I appreciate that. I'll be waiting. Yeah, so you guys just go to joshvanhorn.com after this cast. I'll have the link in the description below. But join the Academy waiting list. It doesn't cost you anything to join the waiting list. And I'll let you guys know when it goes live, when the program goes live. And I'll throw in some freebies as well. Q, okay, that's good to know. I hired LegalZoom. Let me change my address, man. I just did it last week. Oh, you hope LegalZoom. Yeah, I don't know how LegalZoom does how fast they do their processing. Q, what state are you on? What state are you in? Because that makes a difference as well. Oliver, trust me, you can use GoDaddy. I come from a web developing background since 1996. I can tell you right now, stay away from GoDaddy. It's the worst hosting company in the world. Can't stand them. I know, because I literally developed well over 1,000 websites in my last 25 years. And I'll tell you, they're the worst. They're overpriced. They're cheap to get in, but their shared hosting is not good. There's way better options out there. And there's way better web builders out there if you're going to do it yourself or you want to hire somebody. Gorilla MacGyver, been busy, brother. Yeah, I figured you were busy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Barbershop. Yeah, you could even go, as long as you have a desktop computer or a tablet or something. I don't know how much background you have with stuff like this, but you could even go to Wix, Wix.com, and they have you could do like a one-page website. That'll get you started. And just don't do their free one, because their free one is like your business name .wix or wix.com / and then your business name. So you want to buy your own domain. If you go through like Namecheap, they're the cheapest registration, and they're actually the second largest in the world as well. You can get a .com domain for just under $9. So, and then you just connect that to Wix, or even Namecheap has a website builder as well. That's a couple of dollars a month. That's not bad. Let me see here. What businesses report to all three? I need more payment experiences. Oliver says, what businesses report to all three? I need more payment experiences. There's too many to name, and I can't really tell you which ones right, off the top of my head that would be best for you, because I don't know your profile, your credit profile. So shoot me an email. It's on the ticker below, info@vanhornmarketing.com. If you have nav, send me screenshots of your business, Dun and Bradstreet, Experian Business, Equifax Business credit reports. You can black out the personal information if you want. That would give me a better idea to guide you in the right direction, and also include what vendors you already have got already. And then I can personally guide you to the custom lists for a couple more that you could go after. You guys, sorry about my voice. I've been literally recording all day, videos I already released and videos that are going to be released tomorrow. So I think I've been talking like already 8 hours today. Q says, wow, I could have saved 400. It's okay, man. I mean, we've all been there and done that. I mean, it's just a learning experience, so no worries on that. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody does that, or a large majority of people that just start off a business go through LegalZoom, if they haven't done any research, So if you guys are just tuning in and you guys did not tune in to the last live cast a couple days ago that lasted almost 5 hours long, I was offering free Creditsafe, business Creditsafe credit reports. I'll do that again today. So just give me your business name and I'll do a live search, and everybody can see it here. So if you want, tell me your business name and I will do a search for you and let you know how your business Creditsafe credit report looks like. David says I'd be down to let you pursue it. Yeah, David, just opt in the mailing list here. That'd be your best bet. That way, when the waiting list comes out, when my membership comes out, I may offer a hands-off type thing where myself or my team will do most of the work for you. So I'll put the link there. It's just the waiting list form. Just fill that out and stay tuned. Q says I'm out of Texas, by the way. Yeah, Texas usually can be pretty fast. I did a couple for a few people a couple months back. They have expedited processing, but then again, I don't know how fast LegalZoom, like their back end, if they've even sent it to Texas Secretary of State yet. Trust Me says, can you get funding after building business credit for 6 months? Yeah, if you work hard enough, definitely. I got one coming out here very soon. I can't tell you guys the name, but I got another business credit card with a $10,000 line of credit. It's nothing like the $150,000 that I have with Divvy, but it's just another corporate credit card, $10,000, no PG. But we'll get into funding soon. I just don't want to put out all that, the business loan part too quick, and then you guys go do it and then get denied because you didn't follow my steps. not like other channels where they just put out any information and then you don't get approved, and then you'll blame me. So I don't want to rush you guys on that. Gorilla MacGyver became a YouTube member. Thank you, Gorilla. I appreciate that. Everybody that tuned in or listening now, I also did we recently got monetized, so I added a members only section that is $9.99 a month. You can join. The button should be right below this, right next to the subscribe button. I'll be putting out content on there, extra data points for the members only within YouTube. So feel free to join on that. It just helps support the channel, helps buy more gear. I think I spent like $2,000 on Amazon last week on a new microphone, a Shure microphone that's going to be even better, and new camera, new equipment to make better videos. So for you guys. So it supports our channel for sure. And like I said, we're in the month of March. So sometime this month is when I will be releasing on joshvanhorn.com. I will be releasing the new small business startup grant that I'm giving away. Van Horn Marketing, I should say. My company, Van Horn Marketing LLC, is going to be giving away up to about $5,000. We're getting some other sponsors, but about $3,000 of that is coming out of my own pocket. And we'll be putting the application out very soon. Just stay tuned for that. And it's going to be for new businesses, not businesses that already been in business for over a year. This is just for startups that wouldn't normally qualify for the traditional SBA grants and SBA loans. This is a personal grant that myself and some sponsors are giving away to 3 to 5 of you viewers. Okay. But anyways, thanks again, Gorilla MacGyver, and anybody else that joins the YouTube members only section. There'll be live Q&As on there as well, but they'll be for members only, more smaller niche, more one-on-one teaching that I'll do a couple times a month, and members only posts. So thanks for the support. Oliver, okay, good to know about GoDaddy. Oliver, I used them briefly, wasn't bad, but I would like to know the different one. Have a real estate company and need a new website. Where can I go to have it made? So, Oliver, if you want somebody to make it, depending on how complex, my office manager, he's basically a freelancer. He does some tasks for me, but I did have him working for me for full time for almost 6 years. He's a great coder, web developer. He can get a pretty basic website done for you within literally 24 to 48 hours, and he doesn't charge much. I mean, if it's a basic site, it could be as cheap as $100 to $200. And then if it's a more complex site, he would give you a price, based on that, on what you need exactly. But so just email me if you want to get in contact with him. Just shoot me an email, info@vanhornmarketing.com, and I'll do a CC intro from your email directly to him to introduce you guys. Fiverr I use for websites. Yeah, Fiverr's fine too. You just have to find somebody that's understands English. That's a problem with Fiverr. You can find some good people, but there's a lot of people that are foreigners, and they're hard to understand. It can be a headache sometimes. Oliver, I've also applied for the Divvy card through your link and never heard back. Can you help me with that? Yep, Oliver, you're asking a lot of questions, a lot of personal questions. Shoot me an email, info@vanhornmarketing.com. Send me your company name that you applied through Divvy, and I'll get a response back within 12 hours exactly what the problem is with your application. I talk to Divvy literally sometimes even 2 to 3 times a day. That's how many applications I get put through Divvy. We had, I think, over 25 approvals last week through Divvy. Let's see here. But yeah, definitely send me an email. Yep, send me that info, Oliver. Alf Graves, does Sunbelt Rental report to any business credit bureaus? Yes, they do. They do report to Experian, and it's been a little while, so don't hold me to it 100%. But I know they report to Experian, and I'm pretty sure there's still reporting at Dun and Bradstreet, but I'm not 100% sure because when I got the Sunbelt, that was a couple months back, I think in December, when I put out the data points on that. I've reviewed so many. But Sunbelt, just like a lot of these companies that give you credit lines, they're not going to report unless you actually trigger reporting. So say Sunbelt gave you $20,000 open credit line, net 30 account. So just because you did the application and got approved doesn't mean that they're going to report. They're not going to report. You have to go to Sunbelt, or you can order online equipment and have it shipped in or delivered to you, I should say. So they do equipment rental. So you could rent a pressure washer or a shop vac or whatever you may be able to use, rent it for a day or two or whatever, if you could use it, and then return it, and then let that invoice generate and then pay it 7 days early. That should report then. All right, David, we got the first. David, what state are you out of, just in case? But I'm going to pull David's Creditsafe account or Creditsafe business credit report. Let's see what comes up. Okay. David, what state are you out of? Just waiting here. Illinois, that's right. Let's see here. Illinois. I put read holding. It needs to be holdings. Sorry about that. Yeah, so there's still not one coming up for you, David. So you need to go to my.creditsafe.com, and let me see here. Let me pull it up. My.creditsafe.com. Yeah, I think they recently changed. Yeah, they changed it from last week. It says right here, take control of your business profile. They changed it literally last week. So it says right here, claim your business credit report for free. So they literally just did this in the last couple of days because it wasn't like this last Friday. But what you're gonna have to do is click that and process here. Read. See, there's nothing here coming up. So, can't find, you see, you would hit, just can't find your company. And then it's going to say, I guess, they literally just changed this. So you have to just fill out this form here. And then they're going to reach out to you and verify everything to get listed. So they literally just updated all this because this wasn't like this before. And it was free. But you guys don't need all this. Of course, they may try to upsell you, but you just want to get their basic profile. It's free. Let's see here. Oliver, it's confusing me. Is it Love is Men Reality LLC, or it is not there? That has me a little confused. Let me try. Yeah, you're there. Okay, I found you there. You're in Friendsville? All right, your risk score is 55. Your recommended credit limit is 1,500. No drugatories. You have one trade line with a balance of 100 showing right now. Let's see here. Yeah, that's about it. That's all it's showing here. The company has been in business for 2 years. So you just need more credit lines, basically. Creditsafe isn't used too much, but there is more and more companies starting to pull multiple business credit bureaus to make decisions, especially banks. So, yeah, that's pretty much. It says 1 year in business, and then it says 2 years there. But yeah, so that's yours. It's not bad. It's just you got to get more trade lines reporting, and that'll happen the more you get. Trust me, says, how do you pay the invoice? I think you're talking about invoice for Sunbelt Rentals. Let me see, as we're online, let me see my Sunbelt Rentals, if I can even get into mine. I haven't logged in or used it in such a long time. Let me see if I even remember the password here. I have it somewhere in my Excel sheet, but let me see. But you should be able to just pay it right online, or you can just call into their credit department with a credit card. And the site, it's probably because we're on live chat right now. My internet's might be acting up again. the bandwidth, or it could be StreamYard causing connection issues. But anyways, I remember it's there's a section you can pay it online, or you can do it over the phone, just like any other business. Facebook user Clover Solutions LLC, Detroit. Not sure if it will show a profile yet. Well, Facebook user Clover Solutions, we will try to check. Clover. You guys, I gotta type over a keyboard here, so bear with me on typing. Clover Solutions. There's a couple Clover Solutions, but doesn't look like there's any in Michigan. Clover Solutions LLC. Nope, it doesn't look like there's any. Just one in Pennsylvania and one in Florida. And, well, two in Florida. So you just have to go to Creditsafe and create an account. Yeah, I was just double checking here. Yeah, I don't see one. But yeah, check it out. All right, yeah, Oliver, just shoot me an email. And another email you guys could email me at too is support@joshvanhorn.com. Gorilla MacGyver, hey Josh, I'm a service-connected disabled vet. Is there any perks for us as a business owners? Yes. As far as what I offer, or what I'm going to be offering on my membership, everything that I offer that will be like a premium paid service, I would definitely have a veterans discount. And also the grants that I'll be giving away, I'll be asking questions like that on the application as well. So, yeah, definitely appreciate your service. Let's see here. But yeah, Gorilla MacGyver, just go to joshvanhorn.com and join that waiting list. Just put your name and then your email address, and I'll be sure to let you know once it's released, the different membership levels that I'll be offering for coaching, personal and business credit, and of course we'll definitely have a veterans discount. Gail Jones, I made it. Sorry I'm late. No worries, you can watch the first 48 minutes replay later. David, yeah, it's not listed, so you just have to go there and set that up. Let's see here. Yep, that was you, Friendsville. Yep, yours is fine. Alpha Graves, is Floor and Decor a good commercial account, and do they report as well? Excuse me. Yes, they do. I don't want to give you guys all the details on that yet. Wait for my video, because I'm going to try to get it out sometime within the next 5 days. My approval with Floor and Decor. That was one that I actually just got approved for. It's not something that I would personally really use myself, but a lot of these accounts I'm getting just to give you guys the data points. So just stay tuned for that. I wouldn't go out and apply until you get more data points. So just stay tuned for that, Alpha Graves. No problem, Oliver. Facebook user Happy Feet and Hands Academy. That's your that's your business name, Happy Feet and Hands Academy. Please confirm that. It's a different name, Happy Feet. Let's see if anything comes up. Yep, there you are. Let's see here. Happy Feet and Hands Academy. You're in Chicago, Illinois, correct? Okay, so yeah, this is a decent Creditsafe account credit report. So your risk score is 65. 100's the best, obviously. Creditsafe, it's pretty hard to get, above say 80. So your recommended credit limit is 5,500. So you must have some decent data points. Your established date was in 2019. So it's a daycare. You only have one active trade line. You might have had other trade lines that fell off because they're only showing 2 trade lines. But then again, that part of that recommended credit limit is because daycare is a type of business like this SIC codes. It's not a high risk business because everybody needs, children watched. So you can see here 71 to 100 is very low risk. 51 to 70 is low risk, so on and so on. But the local score for this company has increased from 45 to 65. The credit limit for this company has increased from 35 to 5,500. So not bad. I bet you if you got a couple more trade lines, your credit limit on that it would go up higher, and your risk score would be even higher. Even though 65 is pretty good with Creditsafe. So, like I said, Creditsafe isn't used that much by a lot of companies. But it's good to cover all your bases because there is, like I said, some vendors starting to pull Creditsafe for businesses, and they're the largest business credit reporting agency in the world. Actually, they're bigger than Dun and Bradstreet. It's just most of their business all comes from like the UK and all over Europe. So they're like the Dun and Bradstreet all over Europe. So they're the largest credit reporting business agency out there, but they just started coming into the U.S. market, I think, in the last 10 to 15 years. So, in years to come, Creditsafe, will be probably up there with Experian and Dun and Bradstreet. So, you definitely don't want to ignore Creditsafe. Okay, let's see here. Yes. Okay, Facebook user. You said you have 20. Yeah, you might have 20 trade lines that you have, but only one of them reports to Creditsafe. And keep in mind, you guys, when you say you have 20 trade lines, that doesn't mean like if you got 20 approvals for open credit, that doesn't mean that you have 20, because those 20 are not going to report unless you use them. You have to use them for them to be reported. So you have to make a payment transaction to one of these trade lords. Who they report to, that depends on the trade line, the vendor. But just because you have like 10 trade lines companies that gave you lines of credit, that they're not going to report it unless you use it. So you have to use it. D-Whoop in the house. Why do trade lines fall off your business report? That's a good question, but that's because the data that Dun and Bradstreet and Experian, Creditsafe, and Equifax are selling companies, like they're selling to Chase and Citibank. They're selling dashboards just like we're looking at right now. Like this cost me $8,000 for just Creditsafe. Dun and Bradstreet, to people pull, Dun and Bradstreet credit profiles like unlimited, like this is, it would probably cost you well over $100,000. They charge for the data that they're giving you as a company. So for them to be able to charge a high price, they need to make sure that they give good information to the credit department, like the bank or the lender. So if they're showing old, outdated payment, experiences, that's not very good for their data. So what tends to happen, most of them fall off after 12 months, but some of them can fall off literally after 6 months. So that's why you want to use your trade lines like every 3 months. Just use one of the trade lines. Just do a wash and repeat rinse for the stuff that you need. I'm not talking about the starter vendors like Summa and Strategic Network Solutions. Those and Crown, you just use those just to get your foot in the door to move on to the higher tier 1 level trade lines. So, but it's kind of works the same as like personal credit, right? So, if you age your business just like you age your personal credit, all the business credit reporting agencies, they still keep that data, but you don't get to see it. So like Citibank and stuff, they can see some of the stuff that you can't even see, so it could still be there, but like when you're on NAV, you may not see it. Some may fall off. But the extended reports that like Citibank and Chase and, Home Depot, all those are getting, say through Experian and Dun and Bradstreet, they're seeing a more advanced profile than what you can actually see on your own. So, but, to get right to the point, is because of risk. It comes down to risk. So what really matters is the last 3 to 6 months. Of course, they want to see that you've already been in business for a while when they're extending credit to you. But, the job of the business credit reporting agency is to give the most updated information and not worry about the old stuff if it's positive. Now, if it's negative, it may stay on there a long time. So, that's the reason why, they want up-to-date, fresh information, because anybody could just build up, a company, get a lot of trade lines and sell it. A lot of people do that, but that's a gray line in between being, legal and illegal, so if you just build up credit lines and got them reported, you could sell, an LLC or a C Corp or S Corp, you could sell that for $50,000 or $100,000. You could sell it, and it's a gray line with that, and I don't suggest anybody to do that. They call them shelf companies, because when the name of the owner changes, anyways, the president or the CEO or the shareholder, that changes ownership with the Secretary of State. That all those business credit reporting agencies, they all get alerted as well on that. And then I know for a fact Dun and Bradstreet alerts all the all the trade references and update with the government ownership of who owns that company as well. Heck, if you change your address, even with Dun and Bradstreet, they send out to anybody that's pulled your credit, your business credit, they alert them as well, on the changes. Darnell, Anthony, do startups have to sign up for this? Darnell, I would suggest you to sign up for that waiting list form, because even if you don't join the when I release the paid membership, even if you can't afford that, or you're not able to do it, you still want to be on the waiting list, because I will send out free things in the email. I'll be sending out free credit gems, data points and stuff as well. So everybody would be wise to join the waiting list on joshvanhorn.com. Facebook user. Yeah, that's if you use them and paid them off. I mean, it just depends. Now, if I was able to pull your Experian or your Dun and Bradstreet, Equifax, we're probably going to see a lot more of those. But some of them could have fell off, because they do fall off. But if all 20 of those are new or recent in the last 6 months or so, then that means that most of them don't report to Creditsafe. So it's Dun and Bradstreet number 1, and Experian Commercial number 2, and then Equifax, and then Creditsafe. That's the tier as far as what's most used. But everybody wants to say Dun and Bradstreet's the top, but I tell you, most of these business credit cards, like the Sam's Club, Synchrony Bank, Citibank, which does like Lowe's, Staples, Office Max, Office Depot, those are all through, they all pull Experian Business, Experian Commercial. They don't pull Dun and Bradstreet. They base their decision off of Experian Commercial. But however, they do report to Dun and Bradstreet. Some of them do report to Dun and Bradstreet and Experian. But Citibank and Synchrony mix their decisions based off of Experian Commercial. Let's see here. No problem, D-Whoop. Okay, anybody else have any questions at all? Let me check here. Let's see here. One second, guys. You guys have any questions, just put it in the comment section. Let's see here. Okay. Image Printing Plus back in the house. Glad to see you back, Professor. Do you offer a paid product where you can run a business credit check where I can see what vendors and lenders actually see? Only on... I don't offer anything myself, but Creditsafe, this is exactly what the lenders see for if they were to pull from Creditsafe. If you want to know what creditors or vendors see when they're pulling your Dun and Bradstreet, you have to sign up for the premium Dun and Bradstreet Credit Builder because it expands and shows all the information, like 10 different pages. And then Experian, I believe the Experian one is directly through smallbusinessreports.com. And let's see here. Let's see. Business reports. I don't know if it's small business reports or. No, that's not it. Let me see which one. Small business reports is Experian. And yeah, right when I need it, it's not here. Let me see here. Experian's probably the best one because you can do a one-off. You can just do one-off. It's not a monthly thing. It's just one report. So you can review your business credit report today, and they have a couple different options. So let's just say one of my companies. So do a search here. My internet is really slow. So you can see here how it says there's four results, but this is mine. You see, this is with Tradelines. So these don't have Tradelines, whoever's those are, but this is mine. The business I started a couple months back. So you can see here they have like the $99 valuation report, the credit score. So they charge $189 a year, and you can basically see pretty much everything that any vendor's going to see. So it's going to show you more than what you're going to see on Nav or anywhere else. And Experian's probably the best one to gauge your business credit on, because like I said, they're kind of bigger than Dun and Bradstreet in a sense of obtaining business credit. So it says your credit score, and then it'll show your financial stability risk rating. It will tell you exactly, what each one of those mean, and your summary of your payment trend indicators being stable or unstable, current days behind, and prediction, debt prediction, and it shows your highest balance and shows your highest credit amount extended. So you don't get to see all this on the Nav one. So it literally shows you so much information here, you can see. And it will show the payment dates, recent activity, the trade payment. It will show like leasing, financial services, and date reported. And what's nice about this is, it's really hard to find out, for us to find out, who reported to who, because NAV and the business credit reporting agencies, on those tri-merge reports, they don't show you like what the name of the vendor is that's reporting whatever that net 30 account or credit line is. It doesn't say exactly which one it is. So you have to cross-reference and match it up with which one it could be. Well, with this Experian Business Advantage report, it shows you the last 4 digits of the account number, so you can know exactly which one it is. So this one's like saying varied payment terms, meaning it's like revolving. The net 30 and then other would probably mean that's prepaid, I would assume. And then they have account types: commercial, open-end credit line, meaning unlimited, like American Express. And then there reports the term loan if you have a loan. And you can see here too, they have like communications, computers, like drugs or whatever. So equipment, packaging, transportation. So there's so much, and I think it's worth it for that $189 because it's very detailed and it's only once a year. So they have that. You can get basically the one for $49 per report, but I think the $189 is better because it's annual and you'll get alerted to anything changes, just like your personal credit report. So, and it just shows the comparisons here. You're going to see exactly what they're seeing, So that's what I would recommend. The one thing it doesn't show is credit limit recommendation, and I don't know, who actually shows that, because I don't understand why it doesn't show. That should show. Really, good night. Thanks for joining the YouTube channel members only group. I appreciate it. Alpha Graves, I just got approved for the Sam's Club MasterCard. Do they report? Yes, they report Synchrony Bank. It reports to Experian. And I'm pretty sure they report to Dun and Bradstreet. I just don't want to say exactly 100%. I've been awake literally for almost 20 hours and making other videos. What was your credit limit, Alpha Graves? What was the credit limit that they extended to you, if you don't mind sharing? Facebook user, do you know how frequent BP, Business Solutions, MasterCard, and Fuelman report to the CRAs? So BP and Fuelman's the same. They're both through underwritten through FleetCor. FleetCor typically reports pretty quickly. I've had let me think here. Yeah, it was the BP card. I was just trying to think because I have two different BP cards. I have the BP standalone card on one of my companies, and then I have the MasterCard with the newer company. If I remember correctly, BP FleetCor reports pretty quickly, and they report to Experian for sure, and Dun and Bradstreet. But Dun and Bradstreet, I think they report a little slow, or it could be Dun and Bradstreet pulling the data slow. But Experian, I have had it reported as quick as 3 weeks from the time that I used it and got the card. But good rule of thumb is whenever you get any type of trade line, give it a good 60 days for that trade line to report once you've paid the invoice. Because you have to use it, of course, for it to report whatever trade line that may be. So yeah, just keep an eye out on that. If you don't have NAV, get NAV. Just keep an eye out. You'll know when they're reporting. But WEX and FleetCor are both good fleet cards that they do report to the Experian and Equifax. Experian and Dun and Bradstreet pretty quickly. Due to COVID and stuff, some of these trade lines and lines of credit are reporting a little slow. But even if COVID wasn't going on, some of them only report every 2 months, every 3 months. They do quarterly updates, and some of them do weekly updates as well. So a lot of the information isn't made public by the company because they just kind of tend to upload the data to the business credit reporting agencies whenever they wish. Some of them have set schedules. Some of them, do it when they have enough data on a company or a pool of a certain amount of data that they upload into the credit reporting agencies' databases. For Graves, 8,000. Yeah, 8,000 seems to be kind of the standard amount that they tend to be giving away in the last 6 to 9 months. Almost everybody either gets 3,500 or 8,000. So I think with when I make a video about Sam's Club, I'm going to point that out as a data point, because I would say I've heard that from my subscribers. At least 20 of you guys have emailed me or commented and said that you guys got 8,000 or 3,500, but most of them seem like it's 8,000. So that seems like Synchrony Bank that's the standard what they're giving out. Sorry if you guys can hear that. My dog is literally barking downstairs. Image printing plus with vendors, $50 minimum purchases, safe for reporting. Do you suggest a minimum purchase for the gas cards? Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to. They're not going to report a $10 payment. At least I haven't seen. So, like myself, I typically have my card given out to like my assistant. She uses it for her car, and mine as well. I typically use around, combined and everything, about $500 a month in fuel across 3 or 4 fleet cards. But that's not saying you have to do that. But yeah, I would try to be around at least $50 to $100 a month on gas. So even if, say somebody in your family needs to fill up their gas, have them give you the cash and then you use the card or whatever. You always do that as well, to fill up gas just to get the reporting. Yeah, that's optional, doing it that way. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we all have a case of the Mondays. Anyways, let's see here. You guys have any more questions? I definitely don't want to be on here for 4 or 5 hours. I just wanted to pop in and tell you guys about the membership site coming soon. That's going to be my Credit Academy. That's going to be step-by-step of everything on business and personal credit repair, step-by-steps, what to do, and on business credit coaching, one-on-one, and the membership. So you guys go over to joshvanhorn.com and fill out the little form here. It just put your name, your email, and then select one. And even if you don't want to join the membership when it's available, it's probably not going to be available for a couple more weeks yet because I'm compiling all the content together. But even if you don't want to join the premium Credit Academy, it's fine. You don't have to. Still join the waiting list because you'll be on the list to get free updates on any data points that change. Say, for instance, I find out when Quill starts re-reporting, I'll shoot everybody an email. Quill is back reporting, the updates like that I'll be shooting out. So definitely join the waiting list. And then if you guys didn't check out my free hard inquiry removal guide, I just put that out, a video on the Get Personal Credit YouTube channel, the new channel for personal credit. I just put that out today, a video doing a walkthrough on how to remove hard unauthorized inquiries from your personal credit. And I include a free custom written PDF file of the letter and instructions that works to get inquiries removed from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. It's not the same template that you guys find on the internet all over, because those are saturated and typically don't work. My letter does work, and I got proof. So for that, all you have to do is just put your name and email address and then get it now, and you'll be redirected right to the download, and you can just download the PDF file and use that template. But if you guys want, you guys can watch that video that I put out today as well on the Get Personal Credit YouTube channel, and I showed you exactly step by step what to do. Facebook user, do you know if Facebook user says, do you know if Pilot Flying J X card reports to any credit reporting agencies? I haven't seen any yet. I haven't even used my card. I've had it for almost a year now. I haven't even used it just because I keep on forgetting to use it. But, you know, there's videos out there, people saying it reports to Dun and Bradstreet. I just cannot confirm that. But at any rate, it is a good card because they give you benefits with it. You can get like discounts and stuff on stuff at the Pilot Flying J stations, and they give you like members only, like the card holders only. They give you, you know, a hot dog or a free soda or whatever. If you have that card, they'll send those out to you on the app from time to time for free. And they're a good company. I mean, I've talked to them on the phone a while back, like 6 months, 9 months ago, when I got the approval, and you know, they're a nice company as far as like their sales executives for their card department. They just don't give out too much information. But at any rate, like I said, any of the ones that you guys, any trade lines that you guys get that, you know, say doesn't report, still use it if you have, like if you need it, like if it's something that you can use. You know, take advantage of that line of credit just to build that relationship up. Relationship is key. So when you start applying for the higher level tier 2s, a lot of those are going to ask for trade references. They're going to ask for bank references. So typically those higher level tier 2 high limits, and even for business funding, they're going to ask for 3 to 5 business trade lines. So you could use, like, you know, Pilot Flying J, so a trade line for them to contact, you know. So same with other ones that say may not report, you can still use those as trade references. So even if they don't report, it doesn't mean that it's worthless, you know. So keep that in mind, especially if it's a trade line that you can use, you know. Now, other ones like, you know, the cat that's going around, everybody's hyped up about Caterpillar and stuff, getting high limits. Those high limits don't matter at all if you don't use it. And what are you going to do? Like I said last time in the last live cast, what are you going to do? Like, are you have a nail salon, and then what are you going to do? Go do gold mining or knock a building down, get a, you know, Bulldozer or something, rent it from them and have a line of credit. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to do that. So don't get these trade lines if you absolutely have zero use for it to ever be using it, because you have to use it for it to report. It's just not going to report just because they gave you a line of credit. So it's all about building relationships up, Don't get business credit just to get business credit. In the beginning, you have to with starter vendors, but after you generate a basic Experian Intel score and a Paydex score and your 3-digit Experience or Equifax score, you're fine. Just then start focusing on the high limit trade lines that you are able to get that you can actually utilize and use that will be helpful for your business. You don't want to go, you don't want to get your business in debt getting trade lines just to build business credit and waste it on unnecessary trade lines to buy stuff that your business doesn't even have any use for. So keep that in mind. Trade line is not everything, getting reporting, Facebook user, can you clarify the difference between trade lines and experiences? When you give data points, which one is applicable? So a trade line is the same as like a vendor. So let's just use, I don't know, say Quell or Uline. Okay, that's, you applied for open credit through that vendor. They gave you, say, whatever, $500 or $1,000, or the gas card or whatever. You got that credit line from that company, whatever the company is. They gave you a credit limit of $1,000. So that's considered like a trade line. That's your trade line with your business. So you got that $1,000 trade line, and that payment experiences means how many times you've actually paid that trade line, and how many, if you've paid them early. So like on Dun and Bradstreet and Experian, pretty much all of them show a list of payment experiences. So it will show like the list. It'll say this ABC trade line, or it'll say like packaging company, and then it'll say payment experiences. If all your trade lines that are being reported to say Dun and Bradstreet all just have 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1 all the way down on payment experiences, that's a red flag, because that means you're just building business credit up. You have no use for any of them, and they all just reported one time. That's not natural reporting. Just like you having a credit card, personal credit card, say through American Express or Discover or Chase or something, you got a $10,000 personal credit card. You only used it one time in a year. That's not helping your score at all. If you just used it for 1 month and that's it, and then you didn't use it the other 11 months, So when I say payment experiences, that's what that means, is how many times have you paid the trade line. So you could have, say, 10 trade lines on Dun and Bradstreet, but you could have 75 payment experiences between those 10 trade lines. Say you ordered from Quell over a 6 months period of time. You've ordered on OpenNet 30 terms. You've ordered, twice a month or whatever. So both of those are considered 2 payment experiences. So I order my coffee from Quell like every couple weeks. And this last time it was like $60 order. And one of the tea, it was actually tea, was back ordered. So it shipped out a couple of days later. So I got 2 invoices, one for like $12.08, and the other one was like $48 or $47. So when I pay both of those, it's going to be reported, and I'm just using this as an example, but it's going to be reported as two payment experiences because they're two separate invoices. So I hope that clarifies what the payment experience is. Just think of the Tradelines as just the actual vendor itself that approved you. Let's see here. Kira Cedro. Home from work, checking in. So Kerr is one of our group moderators on our Facebook group, Get Business Credit Mastermind group. Not Get Business Credit, because that's Credit Suite stole my name. So it's Get Business Credit Mastermind group. So he's one of our moderators that keeps the group clean from all the spam and people trying to scam our members. Gail Jones still with us here, I see. Image Printing Plus, a really good business profile with good scores should be enough to build a high recommended limit. You may not need CAT and Tradelines to do it. Plus, banks may red flag you for stacking. Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. Glad some people are listening. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Be sensible on, how you're getting the trade lines. It's okay to do that with the starting vendors, but don't go after, every trade line that's out there because it's unnecessary. One of the biggest, most important things with business credit is actually just age, time in business, and the payment experiences. So you can have, a good rule of thumb is 15 to 20 trade lines total combined. That's combined across Dun and Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian, and Creditsafe. So having 7 or 8 on Dun and Bradstreet, 5 or 6 on Experian, and then 3 or 4 on each of the Creditsafe and Equifax, that's completely fine. No problem. You don't need to just keep on, trying to get more and more. At that time, then you're going to try to utilize your personal credit to leverage your business credit for high limit funding. Because it's hard to get business loans out there without personal guaranteeing them. It really is. They're going to have to do some type of guarantee or see funds coming in, So we'll get into that more another time. But Image Printing Plus is exactly correct. Yeah, see, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And I don't even know how to respond. That's why there's certain vendors that I know I could get, but my line of work, I have 4 different companies, and each of them are very much different. But still, there's a lot of these vendors that some of you guys are getting that I can't even explain. If they were to call me for the approval, I wouldn't even know what to tell them, why I even need the credit line, So it's kind of unnecessary, and I wasted my time personally. But yeah, Citibank may ask me as a printer, what do I need a bulldozer and a backhoe for? Exactly. I mean, you could always say that you're doing an extension on your building or something, your warehouse. But yeah, I mean, you made a very valid point, Don't go after those type of trade lines. It's just not necessary. And having a high limit like that,
it's kind of a waste unless you're going to use it. Now, if you're a construction company and you use equipment like that, then by all means, go for it. Just like if you're a contractor, get the Menards card, get the Home Depot and Lowe's card, utilize that. They even give you some discounts and stuff. Utilize that, leverage it. So, but I mean, if you're just getting trade lines just to get trade lines and not using them, and they have no benefit to you for your business, you might want to think twice about that. Because just as Image Printing Plus said, some of these banks, like Citibank, is a good one, good example. They're not stupid, and they know people are trying to leverage the business credit reports by getting all these different trade lines. There's smart ways to do it. So it's better to get general trade lines than niche focused trade lines, such as Caterpillar. That's a pretty narrow micro niche that would need to use that type of credit account. But then there is some net 30 accounts out there, trade lines out there, say like Sally's Beauty Supply. They offer net 30. So if you have a nail salon or a beauty salon, that would be a good trade reference for you. And they offer net 30 terms. So there's hundreds and hundreds of vendors out there, companies that offer net 30 terms that nobody even talks about or even has on any of these lists that you find all over the internet, Google Images and on Google, on Facebook. There's so many of them that are not even listed at all. One of these days I'll cover a lot of them, but I just don't want saturation. But yeah. Sorry, I was just stopping by, but my cat jumped up on the computer and said hello. Hello, kitty cat. Facebook user, how soon can you reapply for a card if you're denied? Well, it depends what card, but if you're talking like any Citibank back card, which is like Lowe's, Home Depot, Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, those are all backed by Citibank. And then if you're denied anything like Synchrony Bank, any business card like that, which would be like the Sam's Club card, give it a good 60 to 90 days. Same with fleet cards, Fuelman, Fleet Core, and WEX, any WEX-backed cards as well. Give it a good 60 to 90 days. I was just having this topic with, I believe, Denval, or one of you guys that's always talking on here. It might have been one of you guys that emailed me, but had mentioned they're denied. When can they reapply? So a lot of those big banks, they keep your data, and even you reapply, it's not even going to pull a new business credit report, so it's a waste. So you need time for it to reset. Just like on the personal credit side, if you pre-qualify, say for American Express card, do the pre-qualification, and it comes back and says, sorry, we can't pre-qualify you. If you went on the next day or a week later and did the same thing, you're going to see they're not soft pulling your credit again. There's a time period, and with personal credit, it's usually 30 days. But I've learned that a lot of these big banks with business credit, you really need to wait like 60 to 90 days to apply for that same card again, or even any of them that are backed by that bank, which a lot of them are Citibank. So I would work on other things, and you need to try to find out why you're denied too, because there's a lot of reasons why you can be denied, that all over things on your business credit report that you didn't fix. Missing data information, missing NIACI codes, missing SIC codes, SIC codes. So you need to make sure you have the right ones and not high risk SIC codes. Make sure you have the key personnel, staff, the CEO listed on all the business credit reports, because those are all kind of requirements for getting higher approval chances. Your odds on getting approved. So, like I said, you guys have any questions, just shoot me an email. I'm going to put this across the screen real quick. You guys can actually email me at either or. Doesn't matter. My info@vanhornmarketing.com. Or you can email me at my new site. And that's goes directly to me. support@joshvanhorn.com. So just shoot me an email. The support@joshvanhorn.com. I wanted to make that one up because I'm getting a lot of emails from my subscribers, and they're getting mixed in with my business, my Van Horn marketing business emails, and I'm losing track of them. So that's why some of you guys, it's been a delayed response. So if you email me at support@joshvanhorn.com, then it'll be more organized for me to come back to you quicker. So anyways, we're coming up on almost 2 hours. I know there's like about 15 people still on the cast right now, but I think I'm going to sign off now. I've had a very long day. As you can see, I've put out I think 3 or 4 videos today, plus this live cast. My back's starting to hurt. So anyways, you guys, if you guys have any more questions, just shoot me an email, please. Just shoot me an email, support@joshvanhorn.com. I'll do another live cast towards the end of the week. Stay tuned. I got a lot more videos coming out. New trade lines that you guys have been waiting for. I know you guys probably getting sick of my different business service videos that I've been putting out recently, but just stay tuned, because later this week I will be putting out some top level tier 2 business credit vendors. So you don't want to miss out on those. I'm just looking at my list here. And also I'm going to be trying to do a interview with a box truck owner operator that has a very big YouTube channel. So he's going to come on and possibly this week and tell you how to get funding for a trucking company, a box truck business, and also a new business credit card I'm going to be covering. You do not want to miss out on that one, because it's very big and nobody has talked about it, because I just got all the details. So stay tuned for that. And I don't know, I got so many videos, I don't know which ones I'll be releasing first, but just stay tuned, okay? Like I said, go to joshvanhorn.com and just do the waiting list form here. Guess I'll give you guys some free tidbits if you join my mailing list. Anyhow, you guys take care. Have a great evening. And until next time, take care. Smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Okay? Don't forget to turn the bell notification on. You guys take care.